Japanese car manufacturer Nissan plans to achieve an 8% global market share and 8% increase in operating profit by 2016. As part of its strategy, it will revive the old classic model Datsun into the South African market. Now we're joined by Des Fenner, who's Senior Manager of Product Marketing at Nissan. Des, Datsun, you spent so long teaching us not to say Datsun, and now we have to say Datsun again.
I think it's really great news that we're bringing back such a great South African icon brand back into the market. In 1981, we actually realigned on a global basis under the Nissan banner. But I think with growth markets that we have in various countries throughout the world, we have a real opportunity to bring back the Datsun brand to an aspiring and young market.
Take us through the rationale here, because you highlight in your note that it's specifically because you're moving into these emerging markets a little more aggressively, and it's there specifically that you want to grow your market share.
Yes, I think we have Infinity at the top end, we have the Nissan brand, and bringing Datsun back allows us the opportunity to focus on growth markets throughout the world, of which South Africa has been identified obviously as one of those growth markets.
Now what about it in the global context? We've seen mixed signals coming on global car sales, new car sales. New car sales in South Africa I think have been surprisingly buoyant. In Europe, it's very difficult. I mean, in France, we had that number of 26% fall in sales, and of French manufacturers, an even higher one.
Yeah, I think they're going through a really rough time in Europe at the moment, and again, I think it focuses on areas of growth throughout the world. Europe is now a very mature market, so it's markets that do provide for the growth, and I think that's where the Datsun brand is going to. It's a new Datsun.
I hope it's not a reissue of the old one.
No. I think we were talking earlier, there's a lot of nostalgia around the Datsun brand, but what we're bringing back is a really fresh approach to the brand that's going to appeal to aspiring people who want to achieve and move up in life. And I think that's really the essence of where Datsun is coming back, and the essence of the new Datsun brand.
Of course, that catering to consumer needs. Let's take a look at what this would spell for South Africa from a manufacturing perspective, because Nissan has not decided where it's going to be producing this vehicle. So just how much investment are you making on the production side of things here in South Africa?
Initially, it won't be produced in South Africa. We're bringing the brand back with a single vehicle, which would be available in the market at the end of 2014. It's a passenger vehicle, and then obviously the products will follow from there. So the initial product that we're looking at is accessible to this growth market that we were talking about, and we're very pleased to be able to bring that core passenger product in at 100,000 Rand or below 100,000 Rand, which is really exciting.
Well, that's amazing, because there are not too many cars at that rate, so you can see exactly where you're going in the market. Remember the Datsun Shield at the Wanderers? Are you going to get back into cricket?
Well, I think sponsorship is one thing that most manufacturers align themselves with. We do very well on the Nissan side with the sponsorships that we have, but I think it's really about the announcement to bring the Datsun brand back. The marketing strategy throughout that would be looking at various options that align with this new rising market, the risers in the market as we call them. So yes, we would obviously look at opportunities down the line.